Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for Keanu Reeves and River Phoenix. We're going to see if River Phoenix has anything that wants to be said here to Keanu um, to find out what the dynamic between the two was, how he may be watching over Keanu and what he feels is coming through for him or what he wants him to know. I feel like there's a great love between the two. I feel like there was a lot of love between them. Now this is River Phoenix coming out with his what he wants to say. I'm going to put over here for Keanu's energy. So let's see what Phoenix wants to say, River Phoenix. Wow. Loves that he's in the public eye, maybe is very proud of Keanu about how he's handled his stardom, how he still stayed true to who he is, and hasn't let it get to his head. I feel, yeah, look at this, using his intuition and still being very mysterious. All right, let's see here. Oh, wow, the devil, and still being maybe his maybe he's a Capricorn. I don't know. Maybe Keanu's a Capricorn. I'm not sure, but it could be that he's seeing him as a little devil or I'm kind of getting maybe needing to face some issues here about himself, or just there's a secret that needs to be revealed, maybe not to self-sabotage something or something along those lines. I feel like he wants him to have a great love or something along those lines. I mean, maybe Keanu wants to be single for the rest of his life and just kind of have relationships here and there, but nothing too serious where he gets too close, enough to get married. He may not want kids either. So let's just see here. Let's find out about Keanu here. Tell me about Keanu. Hmm. Three of Wands. There might be something he is kind of. It's almost like I'm getting there's some mixed loyalties here. I'm getting. It's like he's had some major disappointments in his life. We all kind of know some of those things. But I feel like a lot of those troubles are going to end. I feel like we meet people for a reason in our life, and some people are there for a lot shorter time than others. And sometimes those people are meant to become your spirit guides, and that could be true for Keanu with River Phoenix. He may be his spirit guide that is trying to get his attention or help lead him in the right direction where he needs to go and try to help him spiritually from the other side. So let's see what Keanu's thinking. Oh, he's thinking about an empress. So look at this. There's somebody he's thinking about, some empress that he's seeing, and now this could be somebody he's met, could be maybe even who he's with now. Let's see. Oh, all right, okay. Four of Cups. I feel like he might be maybe a little bored or dissatisfied that he's not with an empress, or that he has some type of. I'm kind of getting that he might be bored and just maybe is looking for. He's kind of that like you're missing something. I mean, if you're in a relationship and you're looking for the next person that might be your person and you're with somebody right now, I mean, why are you with that person if you know that there's somebody else out there that's you're meant for? You know what I mean? Like you're still looking even though you're with somebody. I mean, that shouldn't be happening either. So there is some bored energy here of maybe not finding the person here. Tell me what Keanu is thinking about with this Empress. Oh, still thinking. Hmm, that's okay. I feel like he may feel like he needs to, that he's walked away from somebody here. He may be feeling, hmm, he may feel like his Empress walked away on him already, and this could have been the love of his life when he was younger. Now, tell me what you feel about River Phoenix, please, for Keanu. Tell me about River Phoenix. Tell me about River Phoenix. Okay, thank you. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Maybe there's some truth or wants to reveal. I feel like maybe some regret. Maybe there was something he wanted to say, something on his conscience that he maybe wanted to tell him. What is this, please? Whoa, whoa, wow. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm seeing a couple different things here. It was too soon to go. There's a lot of things he might want to do here. He was just starting with this. It was like I was really just getting to know you. You were my best friend, kind of thing. Your family, it impacted me. You're like family. There was progress still to do things. I feel like still wanted to, yeah, we didn't build what we were meant to build here. I feel like this was with the lovers in reverse. I mean, this is kind of, I don't want to say like, hmm, there were still things to talk about. There were still things that we haven't done yet. Maybe things were toxic here. I feel like this was touching on maybe some of the drug abuse that was going on with River Phoenix. Four Pentacles in reverse. I feel like, yeah, the misuse of wealth, having to do with that. And the Six of Cups in reverse. This is kind of unsettling memories here. And the Death card in reverse. It's kind of saying it was too soon. It was an unwanted change that I don't feel he was ready for. It was unexpected, I feel. And with the Ten of Swords in reverse, I feel like he learned something from this, wanting the pain to end. He's survived it. He's trying to recover from it. I feel like he still is. Some people don't. It just never leaves, right? It's still always going to be there, um, but it's not affecting him. Maybe like time has a way of healing people, right? I mean, it's still there though, and I'm sure if River Phoenix was to be able to come back right now, it would be just like they were picked up where they left off, you know? Oh, yeah, he has individual success. And he may still feel like he's in some type of self-imposed prison here. He may still have feelings of being trapped or helpless or paralyzed in maybe some kind of. I feel like he's breaking out of that though. I feel like there's still some days that he really has it impacting him. Tell me about River Phoenix here. What does River Phoenix want to say here about what's been said about Keanu? King of Cups. He's thinking how emotionally available he is, in a way that I feel like he's almost wishing that Keanu um, loved self a bit here, that self love, maybe needing to heal that self love within, kind of helping, kind of, uh, how do I put that? I feel like he tolerates things, and I feel like he's kind of trying to tell him that he's very compassionate and generous and balanced and stuff. Um, very sensitive. He's thinking about what type of person Keanu is, seeing him as all these beautiful things and the emotional side of Keanu. Wow, judgment. I feel like River is trying to say here with this that these were life-changing events that happened when he passed. I feel like he's thinking about how things ended here, the closure, and the lessons he learned from that, accepting this fate, and maybe realizing he's kind of transformed about because when you go to heaven, you have a life review, and he sees how he affected other people and how it hurt to lose him and how it affected people when they felt his loss. Okay. And he feels very bad about that. I feel like he's getting his judgment from spirit, uh, and sees it firsthand, as a spirit guide. Tell me about River Phoenix, please. All right. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like he's very proud of Keanu for all the things that he's accomplished, all of his material success, of course, his resourcefulness, the nurturing part of him, and the high energy he has, that high frequency. This is kind of having that gift. Maybe even as a chosen one, maybe not even realizing. I feel like he knows he's in a good position where he is, and it's not just luck. There's things he's meant to do here, and I feel like he's almost trying to tell Keanu, um, you're doing fine financially on your own, and that material security and the wealth and all that. But I feel like there's more he's thinking about when it comes to life that he might be missing out on that love aspect of it. Ah, boundaries. I feel like this is overcoming all those things, having those boundaries, and having things change against all odds for him, that personal win. And he's very happy about that. I feel like this was a major loving brotherhood between the two, real fast friends, like really close. And I feel like it really tore people apart to lose River. I think it was very unexpected as well. Yeah, strength. He's looking at him and thinking about the courage and the bravery. I feel like that has come through for Keanu. I feel like he's trying to say, when he thinks of him, he thinks of him as very brave and for the overcoming a lot of the things that he overcame. And he didn't end up in that uh side of things. And I feel like he could have easily gone that way. Not that he would have, but it could happen to anybody, right? So let's just see here. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of love. They were a partner. They were thick as thieves, is just a really close friendship. this partnership. It was a mutual thing between that connection that really close bond, which is the Two of Cups. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It was a brotherhood. I feel like it was bro, bruh, whatever you want to say. It was like that kind of close bond that was there. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. He wants to talk with him. It's almost like he wants to teach him something here. It's like maybe needing to study something, or there's some grounding that needs to be happening here, or something to do with his ambition. Tell me more about River Phoenix for Keanu. What messages does he want to convey to Keanu? Hmm. Knight of Wands in reverse. Mhm. I'm kind of getting here. There might have been some anger here, towards that he may have felt towards Phoenix. I feel like he really wanted Phoenix to stop, and there was a lot. Maybe things had a heated um, argument or something before he passed. I feel like there was some anger, or that he's angry that he went down that road. One of the two there. One more for River Phoenix, please. Two of Pentacles. I feel like he feels it's almost like he wishes he'd done something different. There was a fine balance here, and I feel like was not, he was trying to do, it was almost like he was trying to do too many things at once. Trying to adapt to something here and feeling like he was in control of it, and I feel like it got the better of him, and I feel like it really uh, tried to multitask something for these financial opportunities, and I feel like it just backfired on him. It was like that multiple priorities that he had, thinking, from what I know of River Phoenix, he started doing the drugs for I think a part he was going to play, and he wanted to know what it was like so he could really play the part. And it just took once to get him hooked. And some drugs are just like that. It only takes one time, and you can't get off of it. And I feel like that's what happened here. It wasn't a choice. I feel like this was just something that he didn't realize at the time when it happened, and it he tried to adapt to it, or tried to juggle, multitask to get this part, and I feel like it just kind of went sideways on him. And it wasn't something he was expecting. I feel like it just happened, and it could have happened to anyone. And I feel like this was just he just wanted to be a good actor. He just wanted to know what his part was going to entail, how to be, um, as a person that had been doing drugs, and wanting to be in that part so bad that I don't feel he realized the risks involved, or if he did, he felt he could overcome that, and that he wouldn't get hooked, or it won't happen to me, or how people think sometimes, oh, I won't get pregnant, and then they get pregnant. You know what I mean? So let's just see here. How does Keanu feel about this? What's being said about River Phoenix here? Hmm. Justice. Yeah. He really feels like he paid a price for this. I feel like there's honesty here and law-abiding citizen. So morally, I feel like Keanu understood what he was up to or wanted to convey in his acting. But I feel like because maybe it was against the law to do those drugs or whatever, it wasn't a drug that was um, legal, let's say. I feel like there was maybe lies that happened afterwards, maybe said that he wasn't doing it and he was. Whatever it was, Keanu feels like there was maybe lies, that it maybe it was morally wrong or that balance was just and that he paid the price. I feel like he really paid a price for it, and I feel like he feels like he paid a price as well because he lost out on a friendship that he really valued. Yeah, like a temperance. Mm. I feel like he'd kind of wanted to find that harmony and peace, maybe even felt he had found his life purpose and that River had too, and that they were on that journey together, that adventure. And yeah, I feel like it disrupted everything. Um, I feel like there was, I feel like this was really, I almost want to cry actually. It's that sad. That's sad. It's that sad on me that I feel that like yeah, I it's like Keanu wanted to say, it was a choice. It was a decision. It was a painful choice. Um I feel like he really felt he could have avoided this, but he didn't want to see the truth. So I feel like this is maybe a little bit of feeling guilty on Keanu's side that he wasn't able to get his friend to see that there was maybe trouble by doing this, right? Tell me more about this. Oh, what do we got? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Hmm. I feel like he felt this might limit his success or his vision, or that it would for this was going to have setbacks if he did this, if River did what he did. And I feel like it was going to limit the success that he brought in, because he couldn't get off of it. So it was after that, it was a low effort type of thing, maybe from River about trying to get off of it, getting off the drugs. I feel like there was a setback in his vision of going forward into a great thing that could have been awesome for him. He was a very talented actor, and I feel like River could have gone a long way. And I feel like this is what Keanu was feeling at this point is that he didn't invest in himself. That with the drugs there, I feel like this really had a setback on. I'm almost getting like everyone. It really hit everybody because they cared about him, right? Let's see. They didn't want to see him lose out on his potential that he could have had when it came to being an actor, being talented and having the gift, and he could have gone a long ways. And I feel like had he not started the drugs, even though he'd only done it just to have that really great audition and have it where he was going to be that character and know what it's like to be on drugs because he was playing somebody that was a drug addict. So he wanted to try it to kind of know what he had to do for his acting. And then it kind of just snowballed from there. So it's one of those things where he could have been one of the celebrities you see now, like Keanu. He could have been just as famous. Yeah, I feel like I feel like this is one of those things that changes unexpectedly forever. It was just so unexpected that fate had a different idea. It was kind of a luck of the draw kind of thing. It was just bad luck, or it was fated to be like this cycle that it just kind of went from here down to here. And it could have been so different had he stopped with the world, had he completed a cycle out and gotten on the right path, maybe just not um, got that involved. But like I said, with some drugs, it only takes once and you're hooked. And it really is anybody's kind of, if you don't know what you're getting involved with, um, it could be a killer, uh, literally, when it comes to overdosing or whatever the case is, right? So it's really sad because I feel like Keanu was let down or felt let down by River, and River is feeling guilty about that. I feel like it's almost like wants to make it up to him. I feel like that may be why he's coming in right now as a spirit guide to help have these things come in for Keanu. When you're on the other side, it's a different ball game. It's all about love. Nothing else matters. And it's the highest vibration there is. And if you've ever been touched by God or been approached by God, you'll know without a doubt it's something that you feel that you just don't feel that much love on earth. It's like out of this world type of love. It fills you up so much that you feel like you're going to burst with love. You automatically start to cry because you're just feeling so much love. And it's like, it's so hard to describe. Anybody that's had that happen to them, they know what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's see here. Wow. 10 of Cups. I feel like he's living his best life. He's doing well. I feel like he has a long-term relationship that he's been in with Alexander Grant. I feel like he is stable, and I feel like because they were friends and it became love, I feel like there's a part there that doesn't want to lose his best friend if things go sideways. And yet on the other hand, I feel like it's if it doesn't work out, um, who will he have? And I feel like that might be a reason to stay, which it isn't. It should never be. But he seems very happy at this point. But in other readings, I feel like something else happens there. So, but with this coming together, I feel like he's very happy that River has come forward. And who knows, maybe Keanu will end up seeing the video and seeing what has come through for him from River's side. I feel like he really does feel bad about the way things happened, but he's very proud of his friend and the people that love him. I feel like there's a lot of love and the close bond. He recognizes all of that and he realizes his part in it. And I feel like he has a lot of emotions or feels like there's a lot of emotions between the two. There was such a close bond here. I feel like he really feels bad about how things happened. But on the other hand, like I said, I feel like I don't feel he was expecting that to happen like it did. So, and like I said, it can happen to anybody if they don't know what they're getting into. Um, for me, I've never done any hard drugs that I know of, other than after the fact, if I've smoked pot or something like that, you know, And if it was ever laced with anything, I didn't know until after the fact. I would never smoke it willingly, and definitely wouldn't. And in fact, I do believe if I said, if it is laced with anything, please tell me ahead of time so I have the option of whether I want to smoke it or not, because that's kind of taking away my free will if I'm not knowing about it. And you kind of trust people of how they're going to be and whether they're going to be upfront or not. And 9 times out of 10, I had a lot of good people around me that were good that way, and I usually knew where it was coming from. And back when I smoked it, you kind of knew what you were getting into when you got anything from anybody. And I don't smoke it anymore. I quit doing that. I don't even really drink very much. I'm not much of a drinker. I'm not much of a smoker anymore. And I don't smoke cigarettes. My whole life is different now than what it used to be. And I've kind of grown and evolved from there. And it all has to do with spirituality and spirit. So I've kind of not the same person I used to be. So a lot of people out there may not know that about me, but I feel like with this reading, it's almost like River's trying to say, this isn't who I was. It was just something I did, you know. Um, and that's so true. It wasn't who he was. It was just something he did at that time, and it got the better of him. It got he wasn't trying to do it. Like, he wasn't trying to kill himself. I feel like it was even a shock to him that he passed. I don't even feel like he realized that that's what was going to happen. So let's see what the intuition of River Phoenix is saying here. Wounded warrior. I feel like he really does feel that injury, accident. It was an accident. It wasn't something that was supposed to happen like that. He would have rather had that success and maybe just had it as a setback versus passing. I feel like this was really unexpected and it was an accident. I don't feel like it was on purpose. So, and how about Keanu? How is Keanu to think how does Keanu feel about what River Phoenix is saying here on this side? Aw, Knight of Swords. I feel like he maybe I'm getting that he would have fought for him, obviously. I feel like he tried maybe to fight him about stopping and it was just unstoppable. It wasn't, he would have gone to battle for him. I feel like he wishes he would have seized the moment or been able to stop what happened. I feel like there may be a little bit of guilt there when it comes to this. I feel like he would have fought hard for him, tooth and nail, when it comes to him as a person, you know. I feel like he is hoping that everything's good and maybe in heaven in the Ten of Cups there, that everything's good and that he's happily ever after and living the fairy tale kind of life in the spiritual realm. I feel like he wants good things for him. And it was an accident. I don't feel like it was planned. I don't feel like anybody could have stopped him from doing what he was doing. And I feel like there's a knowledge here of that. And I still feel like there's some grief here on this side, but I do feel like River wanted him to know that that wasn't who he was in the end. It was just something he was doing. And I don't feel like and he did say it was an accident. So I do feel like it was not an intentional thing. And I feel like Keanu was saying he would have fought for him no matter what. That's how much their bond meant to both of them. I really feel like there's quite a lot of love here. A lot of sadness. A lot of sadness. I don't know if you can tell, maybe even in my voice, it's just, I'm almost, I could easily cry. It wouldn't take a lot for that to happen, and I'd have the waterworks coming down. So, what's the bottom of the deck here? Uh, I feel like he's being watched over by River Phoenix, and I feel like if he could communicate with him, he could. Maybe it's Keanu maybe talks to River when he's at home or whatever, like maybe feels his energy, or maybe he says something. Did you flick that light? Or, I know you're here, or I feel that you're around me. Whatever the case is, I feel like he may know the river is watching over him or is trying to communicate with him. Or it just may be that this communication here, I feel like maybe even very useful information for Keanu to know if Keanu ends up clicking on this. So just that, you know, there's a lot of love coming through here, but a lot of sadness. A lot of sadness. And I do feel like he's is trying to communicate, maybe with numbers, maybe with flickering of the lights or sounds that he might uh, remember of River Phoenix doing, or he's gonna know it's him. I can't explain how he's gonna know. He's just gonna know. It's like that telepathy here. So, uh, he wants to know that that's the truth. I feel like he wonders if he thought it was on purpose, but he's really coming up as it was an accident. It was not, he was not trying to do it on purpose. He might even be saying that that's the truth about how he feels about him. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Now I'm gonna go home and cry. No, I'm just kidding. All right, you guys. If you'd like to donate, you can in the description box below. It's above the comment section where the little blurb is that I talk about my channel, that I don't sugarcoat things and yada, yada, yada. And there's a dot, dot, dot more button. And that's how you get into the description box where it opens up and there's a PayPal link there that brings you to another page that shows you the donations if you wanted to donate. Now, you can do credit card, debit card, or PayPal. There's also the super thanks or just watching the video. We're so close to getting the millionth view. I'm so excited because this is my milestone of getting to that destination of a goal that I set for myself. So, and I appreciate you guys. I owe it all to you guys. You guys are so wonderful, so loving, so caring. You guys rock. You really do. Anyhow, we'll talk to you soon. All right, you guys. Stay blessed. Lita.